Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is types of linked list. So basically there are four types of linked list. Single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, and circular double linked list. So at first we are going to talk about single linked list. In single linked list, each node have two boxes where the first node contains the data and the second one contains reference to the next data, reference or address to the next data. Okay, so here we can visualize linked list in such a manner. Here, one node, two node, three node, where this contains data, data, again the data, and this contains reference to this data, reference to this data. Okay, now coming to second type of linked list, which is double linked list. In double linked list, each node contains three boxes where the middle one contains data, this one contains reference to previous node, and this one contains reference to the next node. Here we can see in single linked list, if currently I am at this node, I cannot go backward, right? Let us take one example. Okay, here is data A. It contains reference to data B, and B contains reference to data C. Okay, here let us take the address of B as 101, reference of data C as 102. Okay, once we are here, our pointer is pointing at this node, at this node. Can we go back to this data? We cannot, right? Because this data don't have any reference to the data A. It only have reference to data C. So in single linked list, we can only go forward and not backward. But in double linked list, since each node contains two references, reference to previous data and reference to the next data. Let's also visualize double linked list. Let us take three nodes here as well. A, B, and C. Okay. Let us take the reference, the address of A as 100, reference of B as 101, and reference of C as 102. A will contain reference of B, right, which is 101. B will contain reference of C, which is 102, correct? And C, since there is no more data, it will contain null. As since it is doubly linked list, B will contain reference to the previous node, which is A. And what is the reference of A? It is 100. C will also contain reference of its previous node, which is B. And what is the address of B? We have taken 101. So this is how doubly linked list works. Okay, now here, since A don't have any previous data before, so it will also contain null here. Okay, this is how doubly linked list looks like, where this is the data, this is the reference to next node. Here in doubly linked list, we can traverse in backward and forward, right? Even if our pointer is here, we can go in right direction also to the next nodes, or we can also go in the backward positions to the previous node, since each node contains both of the references, next reference and previous reference. I hope I was able to explain you double linked list. We are also going to perform many programs related. Now, the second list comes circular linked list. In circular linked list, let us just visualize it. By just hearing the name circular, we know it's something related to circle, which goes on and on and on. Okay, we will take the same example, which is A, B, and C. A pointing to data B, B pointing to data C. Okay, now in single linked list, we have seen C was pointing to null, right? Why? Because there were no data after C, correct? But in this linked list, C is going to point again to A. What is the reference of A? It's 100. Correct. So C is going to point to 100. Now you can see why the name is circular linked list, because A is pointing to B, B is pointing to C, again C is pointing to A. Now again A is pointing to B, it is pointing to C, C is pointing to A. It's a circular linked list where last node points to the first node. Okay, in some of the examples, we will see C is not directly pointing to the first node, but some nodes in between. But that totally depends on the program. But here, just for understanding, we have to know that last node points to the first node. And since it works like a circle, the name is circular linked list. And this is single linked list. Now, what was the fourth type of it? It was circular double linked list, right? So just by the name, we know it is something like this. Let us just visualize. We can take it as A, B, C, where A is 100, B address is 101. We are just assuming it. And C is 102. A is going to point to the B node, which is 101. B is going to point to C node, which is 102. Now B is going to point to its previous node, which is 100. C is going to point to the previous node, which is 101. Now it is going to point to null. And if it was normal double linked list, C was also going to point to null, right? But since it is circular double linked, what will happen? C is going to point to A, right, which is 100, correct? And A is going to point to C, which is 102, right? So this is how circular double linked works like. This is a circle. By A, we can also go to the last, and by 100, we can also go to the first. It also works in a way of circle. So that is why The name is circular double linked list. So what we have studied so far? We have studied four types of linked list. Single linked list where each node contains two boxes. One is data and the other one is reference to the next data. In double linked list, there are each node contains three boxes. One is the previous node addressed to the previous node, data, and reference to the next node. In circular linked list, it is very similar to single linked list. Just the last node, instead of containing null, it again contains the reference to the first data. So it works like a circle. And in the fourth one, circular double linked list, it is similar to double linked list. Just the last node contains, instead of containing null, it contains the reference of the first data. And in the first data, instead of containing null as a previous node, it contains the address of the last node. I hope I was able to make it clear. So let's see you guys in the next video. Till then, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.